Okay, hey, I was venting like 5 seconds ago, but we're gonna still talk because so much more to say. We are gonna talk for a second about Lori Harvey. Yes, my favorite like Hollywood celeb. And why are we gonna talk about Lori Harvey? Because first of all, I've heard this week people call her a 304. Second of all, everybody seems to have thoughts about her performing in Playboy. Let's talk about it. Hold on, like. Okay, no. First of all, like, I think that people don't realize, like, what Playboy is in terms of, like, how do you say? Like, if you actually wanted and you have ambitions to be, like, she's not in the ambitious stage anymore. Like, all the goals that she set for herself, she's accomplished them. And maybe they're not like huge goals that like everybody else is trying to accomplish, but she got signed to IMG. That's huge. I mean, maybe everyone else doesn't care about that, but kind of if you're in her world, you care. And like, that's actually really fucking cool. So, I mean, let's talk about it, right? Okay. And then also like, pretty much every single girl, like who is like femme fatale has done a Playboy cover. It's not like a rite of passage, like everyone has a choice, but they, you know, like they didn't deter their career in a way, and there's like a lot of like prestige of getting that cover. So I'm not really sure like, first of all, maybe some people would feel that this goes against her brand. That's a weird take to me. Like, what did you think her brand was? Like, I don't know if you guys were around when, like, Tyra Banks has done Playboy. She did Maxim multiple times. Like, those women have, the best way to say it would be, like, bodies that men love. I don't know another way to say it. Like, other things that are really in right now are like, you know, chic, you know, like Vogue super slim chic. And that's always been a thing in fashion. Like, it's been a thing, but it's also, there's a place for, it's not even that there's a place, like we need to make space for it. I think that's the part that is a bit like, it's not even confusing. I think it's more like other people don't have terms for it. What I'm trying to say is like, like the Lori Harvey aesthetic and sort of like lifestyle, basically, like her feminineness in society and in the world. There are other like girls and women who have come before her and are coming after her, and they are also in that lane. If you are not in that lane, like, you just have no idea. But it's the way that like men fetishize that and they like adore it. We're talking about straight men here. The way that they fetishize it and they adore it is like, it's worthy of like unpacking. Like, they desire it, they need it in a way, like, I don't know, it's like air. But it's not for everyone, because I do understand how like prevalent kind of how do you say it, like multi-gender roles and things like that are in today's society. I'm not taking that away. I'm simply saying in terms of more of like a traditional society, more of maybe like a conservative sort of like, not just right wing, but almost something else, like type of what's this word? How do you say this? Like a I don't know, a society with more normalized gender roles. In societies like that, the aesthetic of the Lori Harvey is kind of like she's going to go to the ball, the event. Like, if someone's going to put out a new fragrance, she's going to be the one to try it. Like, if Hailey Bieber puts out a new lipstick color, like, you're probably going to see it first on a Lori Harvey. Like, if you know, I don't know, Beyonce put out the whiskey, right? Like, Lori Harvey is going to be at the event tasting the whiskey, like, before all of us are even gonna know about it. Like, she's going to be like at those events, and that position in society is like coveted, right? Because like if you really think about it, like a lot of girls want to like dress up and have somewhere to go. And in this case, like Lori Harvey is like the person who's like embodying that role right now. And it isn't just her. There's like obviously like other women, other people in society who are doing the same thing. I do think though that also that is very different from the thing that's happening with like either OnlyFans or like Instagram models, which is what we'll call them. Like she's like a socialite. So like she's going to social events, but like she's like dressing up and going out and like playing the role of a socialite. And I don't know if we've actually seen that in terms of like this generation. Like we're kind of getting it. I think it's actually, it was so funny. It's like that crew of people. It's Justine Skye, it's Hailey Bieber, and it's Lori Harvey. Like that crew is like they are the current socialites. And there's like another group of like Taylor Swift and the homies, we'll call them that. They're somewhere else, and like they are also putting out media and like they're doing shit, but like they're different. I feel like these two groups they're like rolling in like different circles and going to different events. And and then also we got Rihanna now, right? Like even though she's like a super mom, she's totally running in a socialite circle too. You could read about her going to dinner at a new spot or one of her favorite spots every night. You can see her like dressing in her fashions with her, you know, lipstick and everything, and it just helps her brand and her makeup and her fragrances like sell even more, you know? I don't know. I think it's very interesting, but I wonder why people... Oh, let's actually unpack for a second the, like, 304 conversation, because I thought that was just a take I hadn't heard before. And I was kind of... I thought people were going to say more about it, but I just haven't heard anything about it more. Like, that, like if somebody just said it, and then, like, that was what it was. And I was like, that's interesting. And I think here's just my hypothesis. So, obviously, like, Lori Harvey has had more than one boyfriend. Like, she's not, like... She doesn't have one boyfriend and like she's married to that guy, and now that we just see her with that dude. Like that's not the case. There are like some models who have that story. Like there was actually a couple I read about where, and I'll look these girls up, but yeah, they were like dating someone kind of secretly for a while, maybe like 6 years or something, and now they're married, and then she's like, I like to keep my life really private, and that's fine. Like, I don't even have an issue with that. Like, that, if that's how you choose to roll. But I just think in this case, it's, like, totally unfair to, like, sit there and be like, oh, because she's had 6 boyfriends or something. I'm just saying. And also, let's time this out, because it wasn't like some people were like, they're back to back to back. I feel like the last dude we saw her with was that actor dude, and that was, like, 2 years ago. It is 2025. We haven't seen her with him since 2023. That's 2 years. If you're talking about, that's not really back to back. And before that, it was like Michael B. Jordan, right? But that was like a year and a half before that. That is like a 5-year window and 2 dudes. Like 2 boyfriends in 5 years is not a 304. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I think maybe this is just like a shout out for like the virgins who do nothing and have no social life at all. Like we feel for you, but also don't just like words mean shit. And like I think it's just that people have like no life at all. Like get a life. Like maybe if that's really how you feel, you should personally go take yourself out and you should go get a boyfriend so that you can, I don't know, get your numbers up or something, because like that's insane. Like 6 guys in like, I don't know, even 10 years is like not a long time. It's wild. Some things really, they wear me down. And I just wish that people knew that words mean things and they should use their words to mean some shit. That's all I'm saying. And also, I'm sorry, but the Playboy magazine is going to sell a ton. Why? Because, like, men are addicted to Lori Harvey because she's really pretty. Like, I don't know another thing to say. Like, why can't y'all ever let pretty black women have things? Just let her have her magazine, okay, and put it on her wall and frame it, okay, so it can be a great memory for her, and everyone else, you can either like it and buy it, or you can shut the fuck up and walk away, right? Like, nobody asked. Like, y'all came with so many think pieces, like, so quickly. I wanted to respond quicker, but there were so many that came out, and like, no one had a good take. I didn't even hear one good take that was like, this makes sense, this is a good idea. Y'all do realize she has like top management. She's with like IMG. That's the biggest modeling company in the world. Like, they're not gonna have her out here doing shit that is like so far away. Like, this is a, like, right? It's like a invitation to touch grass. It's just okay. We're gonna end that one, but I have other stuff I want to unpack as well.